Coach, so first off, just your thoughts on Jeff being the head coach.
Oh, I think it's a fantastic hire. I'm excited to work for him. He's a fantastic football coach, number one. Number two, he's a fantastic person, great family man. I'm excited to stay here. I'm excited to work for the administration here. And I'm excited about the staff that's going to stay here. A lot of these guys had an opportunity to go with Coach Petrino, but they decided to stay here. And we'll do something special here. It's a great place.
Some departures, coaching staff-wise, but continuity, it seems like, is going to be still pretty solid next year.
Absolutely. It looks like a lot of the defensive staff will be intact and half the offensive staff. So, and we have a lot of good coaches that are staying, trust me. And so I think continuity is fantastic, and Jeff will do a great job.
You're still the defensive coordinator here, but being named associate head coach, how does your role change in that aspect?
Well, maybe dealing with you guys maybe a little bit more and taking the pressure off Jeff and just maybe taking a little more pressure off Coach Brohm so he can attend to the business at hand a little without being distracted. Anything that I can do in that regards, hopefully I can assist Coach Brohm with that.
What made about Western that made you want to stay?
That's a great question. Number one, I think the administration is fantastic, and I know that's just everybody says that, but I truly believe that in my 26 years of coaching, being at the highest level, trust me. I think our president is dynamic, and I think he's fantastic. I love our athletic director, and I think Coach Brohm is going to be a rising star. I think he's a fantastic football coach, and I've been around a lot of good football coaches, and he's in that same level. Coach Petrino is a fantastic coach, and I think that he's left his mark here, and we're going to only make it better here in the future. So I think this campus is beautiful, and you just look at the facilities. They're committed to being in a fantastic conference, doing things right. It's a residential campus. I mean, it's just a good place to be. People come here and they're impressed with it. And it's in a great area, close to Nashville, close to Louisville. So recruiting is simple to get kids here, and you get them on campus, they're impressed. So I think this place can be a sleeping giant. We got to waken it up, and I think it's being awakened, and we can't wait to get started.
When Strong went to Texas, those dominoes started to fall.
They go quickly.
What was that process like when you were here with Bobby and that whole sequence?
When you're with a good coach like Coach Petrino, stuff like this happens. And so, as you guys know, you look at the domino effect and you just go, okay, you're just kind of waiting for your phone call to see what things transpire. And it's good in a way because you're around really good coaches, but you got to move quite a bit, and you got to make decisions, and the decisions usually are always really difficult decisions. It's never a black and white issue. It's always muddied waters. That's been my experience with this coaching stuff. And so it's a hard decision either way of what the people need to do. But once that Texas went down with Coach Strong in Louisville, obviously, you just start twiddling your thumbs and going, well, something's going to happen.
What kind of advantage do you think you guys have on the field?
How big is it maintaining the continuity with this program?
I think it's huge. I think what I think it really boils down to is the kids that are in our program. I think they're comfortable with us. We know them, they know us. I think a lot of the schemes are going to stay the same. So the learning curve is just so much easier. And we're excited to get started. I think the kids are really excited on what is transpiring. So I think that is the number one thing about the continuity of what is happening here is I think the kids in our program believe in us, and I think there won't be that big transition where you got to get them on board. They're already on board, so now we just take the next step.
Jeff was named the coach. How important was it for you to stay? How important to stay with Jeff?
I was really looking forward to it. I want the opportunity to stay. I had the opportunity to go with Coach Petrino, and that was, like I said, it's tough decisions, but I like it here. I believe in the administration. My wife is very happy here. I have 2 sons that love it here, so it's a good place. And I've traveled enough. I don't need to be jumping around at the stage of my career. I'm perfectly content right here, right now, to do something special here at WKU.
Last question.
Coach Brohm talked about how good the response has been with recruits. From your perspective, how have guys been responding so far?
It's been great. We've had a lot of calls saying, from kids concerned that, are you guys going to still recruit us? And that's a good thing. Yes, we are. And so the kids, I think the interest has grown, quite honestly, with WKU, with some things going on. He's always had a great interest with Coach Petrino, but now, we're in the news now, and kids are excited, and so I think it's the transition to the new conference is helping. These kids get on the campus and they see what's going on with the facilities, and both academically and athletically. So we should have in the future some really good signing classes.
Very good.
You bet.